right. Welcome to the Mindcraft full episode podcast, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. It's Friday. Yes, and this particular Friday, these tips and tricks will work, in general for you. I like to do that. Today is the day after Thanksgiving, and so I hope everybody's all, free of guilt. Remember, I did a separate reel, a little reel on, here's the big news. Thanksgiving and Christmas don't make you fat. Before we even get going with our topic, they don't make you fat. It's 2 days a year out of 365 plus leap year. Okay, so just, I hope everybody indulge. You continue to indulge through Christmas, or if you celebrate Hanukkah, whatever. Okay, so now what Giovanni and I don't know if you can see him. No, you can't. He's right there. He'll probably move and photo video me. Anyway, G and I want to talk about 5 sort of quick, easy tips to not just survive the holidays, but thrive through the holidays. And again, after the holidays are long since over, these tips and tricks work for when we're out in the world interacting anyway. It's just that when the holidays are upon us, you all know there's all this, there's a lot of pressure because family is actually marketed. We start to do the social comparison thing, and where am I with my life? And I don't have a partner. I do have a partner. We don't have kids. Everybody has kids. I don't have a house. I still rent. I've got an okay job, or I have no job, but I've got a job that I'm stuck in, I didn't use my college degree for, or I want to go back to school because I didn't get it goes on and on and on. And you get those nosy bodies who just have to probe and dig their claws in. And so we're going to talk about that. There's also a free event coming up December 12th from 7 to 8:30. So pay attention to LinkedIn or go on Eventbrite. You can also find it there. It's 7 o'clock, December 12th, Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do a bigger one of these. Okay, like virtual on Zoom. Anyway, so look it up on Eventbrite or go to Zoom and look me up there because that's where you find the link. Okay, so here's the thing. So 5 quick tips to survive the holidays and actually thrive. Continue to practice these long since after the holidays, and your life will improve enormously. Okay, so the first one is to breathe deeply all day. And this is minus the woo-woo, because again, my doctorate's in cognitive psychology. I could talk about neurons and neuropsychology all day long and not have one bored second. So here's the thing: when we breathe deeply, there goes G. When we breathe deeply, until we get tight abs, and breathe out. And you don't have to do any of the, there's lots of good breathing, techniques out there to do things for 15 seconds. There's river ones and walking ones and whatever ones, square ones. I'm just talking about, you can be in your chair at work. You can be, you're in your chair at Christmas or Hanukkah sitting next to Aunt Tessie, who drives you nuts, okay? And you can just breathe in deeply, okay? In through your nose, out through your mouth, or just out in through your mouth, out. Doesn't matter, just breathe. Because here's the thing, it's cognitively speaking, neurologically speaking, when we breathe deeply with intention, it is an automatic reset to the brain. So the more you breathe deeply through the day in general, when things are going great, it has a fantastic effect. If somebody is annoying the bejeebas out of you, it's really helpful because it brings the brain out of that annoyance, which is briefly in the past, if it happened a minute ago or 2 minutes ago, whatever, brings you out of that, out of the past, longer past too. It brings you out of the future and into your body, where you can then fully be here, be now, and detach from Aunt Tessie, or whatever you're worried about, a year from now or whatever. So breathing deeply, huge. It's breathing with intention is grossly underestimated because it is a cognitive neurological thing. What's the matter, Jay? You can't go out right now. He'll be out. Go out in a second. Okay, next one, the tell me more mindset. Now, if you're, because when we're in the holidays, again, this is not just for holidays, this whole talk. When we are in the holidays, however, we're often thrown together with maybe, often, not always. You have a great family, good for you, but no family's perfect. So you might have most people you like, most people you enjoy, and then you have an annoying uncle who's a little weird and maybe says too much or whatever like that. So here's the thing, the tell me more mindset works so well to improve relationships every day of each day of the year, if you can do it. The holidays even more so because of all the hype and pressure and people we don't necessarily want to be in the room with, okay? So the tell me more mindset, challenge yourself. So if somebody's so annoying you can't stand it, okay, move away from them and go to somebody else. But rather than And maybe somebody you absolutely adore, okay? Then it's even harder, actually, in some ways, because you're so excited to see this person you hadn't seen in a year, or you don't see them, that much. And you might want to be thinking about what you want to say next. And we all, especially if you're excited, they read an article, you read an article, they're talking about whatever, and you're just super pumped. Develop the tell me more mindset. Try your best to, okay? And just wait. And not the millisecond, the nanosecond they stop talking, because that kind of lets them know you were thinking about what you're going to say next the entire time they were talking. Pause and count to maybe 3 1,000. If you can do 5 1,000, even better. And then start talking. Bigger challenge, if there's somebody you're not as familiar with or not as crazy about, do it with them too. I'm not saying you despise them. That's different. Then you might need to go a different direction. But, if somebody who's you're not super stoked to see, try it with them. And somebody brand new, try it with them. You have no idea. I mean, I love meeting strangers or people I met once, but I don't really know. They could have done, people are typically very, very, very interesting. So the tell me more mindset, and watch what that does to your day. Be more peaceful, more enjoyable, better all the way around, and relationships improve. It's just better. Okay, the third one is to avoid absolutes. This is one I loved to talk about with my Mindcrafters, because I often that's not like the Beverly Hillbillies. I would often hear them using absolutes, and we would talk about it, because when we do it often on autopilot, and autopilot's the biggest thief of life minutes, our valuable life minutes there could possibly be. Opposite of autopilot is intention, living deliberately. And so absolutes don't exist in reality. So what I'm talking about is using words like everything, always, no one, never, these words don't exist in reality. So these are harmful to our conversations with other people. And here's the kicker, okay? They're also harmful when we're in conversations with ourselves. And there's no more important relationship than the one you have with yourself, other than God, if that's what your belief system is. Then ourselves are next, because we aren't able to give to other people if we don't have whatever it is to give. We cannot give what we don't have. So it's very important to avoid absolutes with what we tell ourselves and other people. So here's an example. Saying, my anxiety always gets the best of me. Think about that. That's 24/7, every nanosecond of every minute, of every hour, of every day, your anxiety is ruining things. Or it's, my depression always gets in the way of my relationship. I just met this person. I've only been on 2 dates. And now he or she or whatever, now they don't want to see me anymore. It's my man. So always is this big, gigantic word. It's so horribly unhealthy, because it's putting ourselves up against this measuring stick that isn't realistic, since life doesn't work that way. Okay, here's one that's in a great example that I'm thinking back to my therapizing days, when I sometimes worked with married couples or long-term relationship couples or whatever. But it's true it can be a sibling relationship, it can be a best friendship, it can be it can be whatever. It can be with your mother, your father, your grandma, it doesn't matter. Which is to talk, like when people say, the common one with couples was, oh, he never listens to me. Think about how there's nowhere to go for that partner. Again, it could be a best friend, it could be somebody at Thanksgiving, it could be, it could be your aunt, it could be whoever. When you say to someone, you never listen to me, the absolute doesn't exist in reality, because that means they haven't listened to you every nanosecond, right? Never is a big blown up absolute too. That's not statistically possible, okay? It's 365 days plus leap year. You don't even see them all those days. It's much better to leave somebody an exit door. Again, whether they're a sibling, an aunt, a best friend, a partner, whatever, to say, and it could be true that you're not listened to very often. So you say, I'm feeling not listened to a lot of the time with you, and it's hurtful because I really want more out of our relationship. Again, it can be a friendship, whatever, it's not the point. Versus, you never listen to me. It's so big and huge and gigantic. It feels like the whole solar system's on your shoulders. It doesn't leave that person an exit door to try to fix it. So absolutes hurt us, and they hurt other people. When people say, no one likes me. There are 8 billion people on this earth, last anybody checked. It's not possible statistically for 8 billion people to not like you. It's not possible. Okay? And so avoid absolutes. So far we have breathe deeply all day long with intention. You can be driving, you can be at the table, you can be doing whatever. The second one is the tell me more mindset. And the third one is avoid absolutes. And what else did I have to say? Oh, okay, and then we had adult time. I had another one here. Okay, so I guess it's going to be 4 today. And then the fourth one is if all else fails, take an adult time out. Excuse yourself. Go out the door for a walk if you feel like, even if you just need a break. It doesn't have to be deep. It can be deep. If somebody's toxic, I'm a big fan of just letting them go like helium balloons. But that's a whole other time. We can talk about that. But let's just say they're just regular annoying. And they bring their French bean casserole each and every Thanksgiving, which you despise, and putting the pressure, you want to take a bite. They're like, and you want to take one for the team, but you just can't because it's gross. Okay, that would be a great time to take a walk, go out the door. If all else fails, duck into the bathroom, because more than likely, no one's going to bother you there. So I did add a 5th one, and it left me, so you have to come to the free thing. That's December 12th, 7 to 8:30 EST. You can look it up on Zoom. You can look it up on Eventbrite. You can look it up on my TikTok channel. You can look me up on LinkedIn. It's all right there. Okay, so that's it. So that's it. So let's just rattle them off one more time. Breathe deeply all day long. It's an automatic reset for your brain. 2, tell me more mindset. 3, avoid absolutes and dialogue with yourself and other people. And 4, take an adult time out if you need to. There we go. The race is on. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and be well.